the most insane agenda push I have ever seen in my life. We do freeze dance. You guys' daughters are twerking at 5. Where is the parenting? Where is the boundaries? Where's the help? Y'all are not helping your kids. You're hurting them.
Welcome back.
Hey.
Rosh and Abi, time to wake up.
Time to wake up.
Hey guys, we're glad that you can join us, and we talking about this video that we ran across it's so critical.
Mm-hmm.
It fits into the whole narrative of what we always talking about how this system is corrupt, how people need to wake up, and we're going to see this teacher, how she's is starting to realize, she's starting to wake up that what this culture is doing to our children,
right,
what this culture is doing to the students. And we want to share that with you guys and just tell you how important it is, especially for parents, to be involved in their kids' lives, for them to be the authority in their kids' lives, because if you don't, the culture is ready to swallow them up.
Yes, and if you are a grandparent, you may be a grandparent, we still encourage you to be involved as well, because I remember when our children were coming up, you know, they had their grandparents as well that would support us whenever we were, whenever we had to go to school or something like that, to kind of like combat the agenda that's being pushed on our children. So it was important for grandparents to be involved too.
And it takes a village, like they say. It takes a village. So grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, you see these things, these type of things, call this stuff out. So let's listen to this teacher and what she's seeing.
Elementary school to high school, I'm calling you out. The children today, I have never experienced, and I'm 22. Having to teach and work with you guys as children has been the most traumatic experience of my life. I teach 5-year-olds ballet, 5-year-old girls ballet. I have a class of 10 students. They don't respect any authority. You ask them, can you stand in your designated spot? They're telling you no and shut up. They're throwing things at each other. They're throwing things at other people, other classmates. You say, can everybody sit in their spot? I don't want to. I'm not doing that. You don't get to tell me what to do. You're not my mom. You confront the parent. The parent tries to argue with you and fuss at you because you tried to reprimand and redirect their kid. I told a young little girl, please sit in your spot. You're not my mom. You don't tell me what to do. Okay. When her mom came to pick her up, I said, hey, your daughter's having a hard time following instructions. And 7 times today, I've had to redirect her to just sit in her spot. Well, clearly she didn't want to sit. And mind you, this is a mom. Clearly she didn't want to sit right there. So, I mean, if she's telling you she don't want to do something, why keep asking her to do it? You know she's not going to do it. What world do we live in? Like, what in you guys' brain as a parent says, my kid not following any directions is a great thing. It's not that serious, and y'all don't have a right to tell her what to do. It's sad. It's sad. It's really, really sad. And another thing that's heart-wrenching, is horrifying. It is horrifying. Your 5-year-old daughters are asking to listen to Pound Town and Ski Yee. Your daughters, your 5-year-old daughters are asking, can we hear Pound Town? I'm playing them Princess Tiana ballet music. And they are asking me, can we hear Pound? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And I'm so scared for these little girls today, because this is the most insane agenda push I have ever seen in my life. We do freeze dance. You guys' daughters are twerking at 5. Where's the parenting? Where's the boundaries? Where's the help? Y'all are not helping your kids. You're hurting them. You guys are hurting them. I come every day dressed, ready to go, and I'm in school too. I'm in college. I mean, I put bows in my hair. I'm wearing leotards. I'm trying to get them interested in like proper things for their age, and you guys are exposing your kids to this raunchy secular music. Why is you guys' 5-year-old's daughter singing Pound Town?
Wow, family.
How disturbing and sad. This is really sad. This is what the world has become. Throughout the years, we know that as like when we were young, they were pushing an agenda then.
It was much more subtle.
But right. It is wide
Right.
open today now.
Right.
It is way worse because now you hear her saying she's dealing with 5-year-olds.
Five.
My
Family.
goodness,
5
that's
years
babies.
old.
That is babies.
Babies listening. Now, we've never heard of the song Pound Town. And
I'm
Ski,
thinking
but-
that's what she said.
Right.
'Cause we don't even know who
But
these
it
people
sounds
are.
like some. She said it. She said it's raunchy music. What
Right.
they know about this raunchy
Right.
music?
She-
5 years old, twerking.
Twerking. This is some really sad stuff.
The scriptures tell us, especially the parents, to raise the kids in the way that they should go.
Right.
The parents have dropped the ball and left it over to, and she mentioned it, to the secular world
Right.
to teach our kids.
Exactly.
What they say, don't send your children off to school at Rome. Don't be mad when you send your children to school at Rome and then they come back like Romans. That's what we're doing.
Yes.
That's
We
what
have
they're
to. I
doing.
mean, this right here is really sad because what is happening is that a lot of parents, which it was going on back then, but it's even more. I mean, it has increased even more today, where they are relying on relying on society to teach their
School system.
to really baby. You can say
it's a
babysit
babysitting
their
service,
kids.
right?
It's like the TV babysits the children.
Schools.
The schools babysits the children. And they have many parents who don't want to be involved. We've seen it before. We've heard in the past, like many years ago, that's when our children was in the public school system before we started to homeschool them.
Right.
But we used to hear and see for ourselves how many parents would not be involved, who would not come to the parents-teachers conference and all of these things. They would just always be like a little bit of parents that would show up. And now it's even more today. And it's really sad because the fact that we're not, like, a lot of these parents are not being involved and they are just allowing the school system and social media, the television, because back then we didn't have social media when we were young.
Right.
Now they have something extra besides the TV, because we used to sit in front of the TV and that's all we would do, watch videos, watch, shows. But now they have the cell phones. You have little bitty kids at 5 years old with cell phones, with the internet on it, on TikTok. 5 years old. And we know this because we've heard it. And we've seen it by going eat out and seeing little children with their iPads as well on TikTok playing.
That's become the new babysitter.
It's become the new babysitter. And it's very sad because when I think of the twerking part, when they're talking about 5-year-olds twerking, they learned that obviously from, she's saying, the music industry. Right. So obviously they learned at home. Their parents allowed them to listen to it.
Yep. Absolutely. And what I see from this and what we do on this channel is try to make you guys see the bigger picture, and that's what we're talking about. This teacher, she's realizing that, you know what, this system, this culture is corrupt. It's corrupting the children. And that's why I kind of get ticked off when people say that, you know what, that's not my responsibility. At school, they got to teach them the right things. If you drop the ball, the school, the culture, they will be happy to pick up the ball with what you left, what you dropped, and they will run with it. They will literally run with the ball, and this is what you will get. So that's what we're saying, especially parents, grandparents, the village,
Right.
We have to call these things out because this is what happens.
And call our children out as well. If we see, I'm talking about as grandparents.
Right.
If we see that we have children that are allowing their children, our grandchildren, to act in that way, and
Call
to
it
actually fuss with the teachers, with the instructors, the people who are trying to, like the lady, she's trying to show them something proper. She's trying to show them ballet and help them to remain children. But at the same time, that's being combated with the mothers who are like, no, this is not what they want. This is not what they want to learn.
Shut
You're
up.
getting mad for these
Tell
little
the teacher to
babies.
shut up.
Pretty much.
Right. Don't tell her what to do. The
And-
child.
Right. And then we wonder why society is all out of whack, why the children is acting out and going crazy in today's time. It is really wild out here. I mean, you can see that the times have changed dramatically.
Right.
And we are living in the end times. We often say that. And if you look around, you can see it, because it's so much disrespect with the youth today. When there used to be so much, respect when we were younger. But it's because we had a village.
Right.
Everybody contributed. Everybody looked out for each other's children. And there was discipline in the schools. There was discipline in the neighborhoods. And parents didn't take up for their children when they were wrong. They stood up for the teachers,
you know, with the adults.
Right, and they came together,
right,
and that's why the children was more calmer back then. It was better back then, but now today, the mothers, I mean, and it's not just the mothers. We can say fathers too, because a lot of it is from single mothers.
Exactly.
And the fathers are not present, or some of the fathers may be present, but not present, not emotionally there and involved. Exactly. So this is what we're seeing, and it's sad.
Absolutely. So this is important. We definitely want to hear y'all feedback about this, what you think about this. We encourage y'all, especially the village, like Abby, I was saying, call it out. Grandparents, cousins, uncles, call this stuff out because it's not right.
Yeah. No, I wanted to say something. I just want to say something before we end this. Because I mentioned this at the beginning, and I know you all heard when the girl was saying how the little 5-year-old was walking around and twerking. And many of the parents, I've seen this with my very own eyes, and it was very disturbing, where they have mothers who are actually twerking with their children, with their daughters, and teaching them to do those things. It's really sad, because they had someone who was talking about it and, you know, just saying how they couldn't believe it. And I was so shocked out of my mind. I was like, this is what's happening today. So I was like, okay, that's where they're learning it from. Because the mothers are watching the videos as well. They listening to the same type of music. That's what these 5-year-olds are getting it. Many of them, their parents, their mothers and fathers are listening to this music. And then they go and then they repeat it.
Right.
But we have to remember too, this is important. This is why the world has become the way it has become. Because it says that in the scriptures, it says in Leviticus 19, it has a verse where it talks about not prostituting our daughters. And that's could be putting your daughters out on display to where they are putting themselves out to where you can have, like sick men in the world or guys, that's lusting after your daughters, perverted people lusting after your daughters. Because it says that can make the land wicked.
Right.
And so this is why we're seeing a lot of wickedness today. Of course, it's way more than that, but I just wanted to add that we have to take a stance and protect our babies.
Right.
Protect our daughters.
Right. That's all true what you said. The teacher even said it. It's about setting boundaries. It's about setting boundaries. The prisoners can't run the prison. That's what the teacher was pretty much saying.
Right.
These kids they have more authority than the teachers, than the adults. So we have to change it, family. So we definitely want to hear your feedback about this, what you think about this, where this culture is going, how it's ruining especially our community, and just ruining everyone, period. Because it affects everyone.
It does.
It affects everyone. So everyone has to speak up. So thank you guys for joining us, and we'll talk to you on the next video.
All right.